Hello everyone. Welcome you all. Who are we going to watch in this video today? How does the air brake system work? Mostly the air brake system is used in buses and trucks. How does it slow down when the driver presses the pedal? What functions are happening in between? I am going to tell you here. It is called the brake system because it uses air as medium. If you look at where that air comes from, there is a unit called the air intake system. That unit intake the air from the atmosphere, that is, the air in the atmosphere, comes in, takes it in, purifies it and sends it to the engine. In between, we put a pipe and send that air to the compressor. That is, air intake gives air to the compressor from the outlet pipe. The air coming from the air intake pipe is sent directly to the compressor, which compressor delivers pressurized air to the air processing unit called APU. What does this APU do? If you look at the air coming from the compressor, it will have moisture and water content. This APU will dry that air well, moisturize it, and send it to the pure dry air to air tanks. The air tank will keep sending up to a certain pressure. That is, they will say system pressure, that is the overall pressure of the brake system. Until that system pressure is reached, the APU will keep sending air to the air tanks. That is, how will it go? Did you see that there are two pipes coming from that APU? The air will send to air tanks through that pipe. As soon as the system pressure reaches, APU will cut off the pressure. When you see this air tank, that is, the system pressure, every brake application will take some air pressure. So, the pressure will decrease. When the system pressure decreases, the compressor will always send air to the air tank through APU. System pressure always comes with this. With that system pressure, APU will maintain it and keep it up. This is how the APU works. Air tanks used for storage of air. Air passes from the air tank to the dual brake valve through two outlet pipes of the air tanks. The driver's pedal will have a unit with a dual brake valve. So the dual brake valve will have air pressure ready. This air pressure will always be there until the dual brake valve. Whatever the air pressure in air tanks, the same pressure will be maintained until the dual brake valve. Whenever the driver presses the pedal, the outlet port of the dual brake valve will open and air pressure will be released. That is the source. One pipe will go to the front wheel brake and another pipe will go to the rear wheel brake. Let's see how our front brake works here. When the driver presses the pedal, the dual brake valve outlet open and the air pressure will reach through the pipe to the quick release valve inlet and it opens the QRV outlet. QRV will have two outlets which will deliver the air pressure to left wheel brake chamber and right wheel brake chamber. Air supply will be made. After the air pressure is supplied to the brake chamber, the diaphragm in the brake chamber will be pushed by this air pressure. Through that, the push rod will come forward and push the slack adjuster forward. This slack adjuster will be connected to the brakes through the S-cam shaft. Did you see how clear that S-cam shaft in yellow? Slack adjuster connect the forward motion of the push rod into the rotational motion and rotate the S-cam shaft. This action expand the brake shoes in contact with the brake drum, and vehicle slows down and stops due to friction. So this is how the front wheel brakes works. Now let's see how the rear brake works. Dual brake valve call comes, that is, when the driver presses the pedal, the dual brake valve outlet opens. From that part, the signal goes to the relay valve for the rear brake through a pipe. If you see that the signal is air pressure, and relay valve already have taken a connection from the air tank and connected it to the inlet port. So the air pressure will be ready until the relay valve. When the driver presses the pedal, the air pressure will go to the signal port from the dual brake valve. As soon as the air pressure goes, the relay valve outlet opens and there will be two outlets. The relay race brake runs through that outlet, and air pressure delivered to left spring brake actuator and right spring brake actuator. This spring brake actuator is used for a service brake, i.e. rear service brake. And it is used for a hand brake. Each spring brake actuator will have two chambers, one is for service brake and another is for parking brake. Parking brake application we'll see later. After the air pressure is supplied from relay valve to the spring brake actuator, the diaphragm in the service brake chamber will be pushed by this air pressure. Through that, the push rod will come forward and push the slack adjuster forward. This slack adjuster will be connected to the brakes through the S-cam shaft. Did you see how clear that S-cam shaft in yellow? Slack adjuster connect the forward motion of the push rod into the rotational motion and rotate the S-cam shaft. This action expand the brake shoes in contact with the brake drum, and vehicle slows down and stops due to friction. So this is how the rear wheel brakes works.